Speaker is saying unable to encode. Oh, now
Uh,
it's going.
I'm
Now
gonna
it's
call the
working.
say and tell them to fix it right now.
Fix it.
Get your asses busy. You know it's broken. You
Yeah.
broke it. You fix it.
Well, yeah. I broke it.
Because, as you all know, we've had 2 weeks off of this dark holiness, and now we are back.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh no. Oh, crying out loud, I'm back on the radio with Stallone. Oh, there would be a living hell. Now, thank you for that little bit of knowledge, Sly.
Well,
So
guess what,
neat.
everybody? You're listening to the Dork
Oh,
Table here
shit.
on reallibertymedia.com.
Oh, I did it again. Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting better at that anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, we're dorking at the Dork Table. Ugh.
Dorking at the Dork Table. Dork, dork, dork.
Oh, dude, we had the theme song, Doo-doo-doo-doo. Like that buzzard that flies through the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
looking for a great big bumblebee.
Won't
Yeah.
my mommy be so proud of me?
Oh, yeah. Then he meets Bugs Bunny and finds out what hunting is really all about.
That's right. And you know what? Slim Jim Flim thinks that this channel is a nerd cult. Yeah? So, what's your point?
Oh, well, you know what? It's about time the guy had a thought. I've been waiting, and to be perfectly blunt, if that's the best you can do, quit while you're ahead.
Bada bing, bada
Hello,
boom.
everybody.
Howdy, all you dorks out there in dorky land.
Trying to give us shit on the old RL&M, huh? I got your shit. $1.99 a pound, right here. Get your shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I wonder if I could sell shit. That's a challenge. You know, I have Jewish blood, so I could probably sell shit to somebody. Hey, and then it would be easy. See, I could scare the shit out of people and then sell the shit that I scared out of them to other people.
or you could sell it back to them. Whoa. That would be a true Jewy bastard thing to do.
That would rival fractional reserve banking at
It
its
would.
best.
It
Oh,
would.
yeah. Anyway, so we're dorking at the old RLM today, huh?
Yes, we are. And you know what? It's popping up all over the place. It's okay to be white. Well, I didn't ask anybody's permission. Basically, I was born this way, and there's times when I'm multicolored. So I didn't know it was okay to be that way.
Ooh.
I know. That's over on Twitter, which, by the way, hey, all you twits out there in
Yes,
Twitterville.
the tweeting Twitter world, hello.
Yeah, the Twitters, and Fakeybook. I don't know if anybody on Fakeybook's paying attention, but that's okay. My brother Dammy is sharing. He got a new camera, and he's sharing all kinds of absolutely gorgeous sunset pictures because, well, he has a new camera, and so he's playing.
Isn't that fascinating? You gonna say hi to anybody, or are we gonna
Yes, I
not
am.
say it this week? You sure?
Sunny beaches in California. I miss the duck over in the corner pocket. Hey, corner
You were
pocket.
stalling for the duck. You know, we're gonna
Yeah.
get you therapy for this duck addiction. Yeah, I don't care what it costs. I'm paying up to 10 cents an hour to get you. There's this little girl named Lucy. Psychiatric evaluation is free, and then it's 5 cents a visit after that.
Oh, well, okay. And is she the one that the therapy is with the football?
I don't know,
Huh.
but we're having some kind of trivia war on the main feed of the page here.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, over on the
Yeah.
effing site, Grimmy is over here, and so am I, and so is Pancakes! Pancakes! And Grimmy shared us over here on that effing site as well. But you know what? Where you need to be? You need to be
Because-
over in the RLM.
Yeah, because we're wonderful people, and we
Yeah.
must be heard. We must be heard.
Yeah, well, because
Okay,
if they can hear us, then that doesn't necessarily mean they can see us, and if they can't see us, then they can't lynch us, right?
But for $19.99, I'll send you a copy of the YouTube link.
Oh, cool. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, and if you act now.
Yeah,
Never
while
mind.
supplies last.
Yeah. Now, with or without pants is another option I'm going to add next time.
Oh, ooh, and I hope.
Thought
Are
I'd
you
warn
going to be
it's gonna-
charging extra for the pants? Because trust me,
Not
I would
me,
pay.
You.
Oh,
No,
me
see,
to
I
have
don't-
pants? Yeah.
You're the one in the frozen department, 32 degrees over there.
Oh, yeah.
I could just see that. You're going to be standing there shaking like a leaf. Hey, this could sell. You want to try it?
No.
Okay, never mind. Put
Okay.
your jiggly bits back and get on with the hellos. Damn it.
Damn it. Barman! Barman's right up top where he always is. And Grimnerd
finally
is
got it.
right behind him because that's
Hey,
what
Grimmy.
Grimnerd does. He cleans up after Barman, don't you know?
Yes.
The lovely Kate is also here. Yeah, and Asmodeus Asmo.
Oh,
The lovely Beth Z. And
Z.
BTC Bob, which I think
BTC
is just a Bob person. I don't know. Sometimes I see BTC Bob and talk, and then sometimes I don't. So it's
You know what
sometimes
we
you
need
feel like
to do?
Hmm.
You know
What?
what we need to do? Someday is the next name you're going to read. We need a proper defining way to say that name, because every time I see it, it's spelled differently.
Chalcedony.
Making my tumor bleed trying to keep up with this stone lover. We got Fred Flintstone versus the Flash on the RL&M.
Oh, hey, that could be interesting.
I don't know. Okay.
Chalcedony
Chloe!
and a
Chloe!
double dip and a Chloe. Double.
Yeah, sometimes we get three. I think she's got multiple personality
Personality disorder.
disorder. Yeah, right all
Yeah.
the way to her personality.
Wow.
It's very split. Too many Chloes spoil the soup. Wait, no, that's cloves. Never
Oh,
mind. I was
yeah.
I only missed it by a letter or two.
Yeah, moving along. I also, I'm here, as well as IB Don C. Hey, anybody
IB
hear
Don
how
C.
Don's interview went yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, bummer.
Anybody here, being as I'm here,
Oh,
thought
okay.
I'd say something.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Well,
she's
I'll let
talking
them.
to you, Gritner.
Ah.
She always ignores me. I'm starting to get a complex. I'm so.
We got a double dose of Java Doctor as well. Yeah, and Jay Dredd is here.
My
Hansel.
favorite. Hansel. The
Hansel.
Hansel. How you doing? Yo.
And JJ's is here as well. It's
JJ's.
that Scottish
Wear some
feller.
fucking pants, you Scottish. Oh,
I also see
keep
Juana
skid
Taco.
marks on my partner. It's getting nasty. I tell
Oh, man. But, skid marks aren't a big thing if you're going to just go and take a shower pretty soon. Oh, God.
you. Sacrifice for the team. I like that part of you. Okay.
Juana Taco's
Hey,
here.
Taco.
As well as Meisterbra. Hey, dude.
Stir.
It's Woody. P. Bunyan is also logged in.
Timber.
As well as the lovely Rain. Hello, Rain. Yeah. Oh, that's wind. That's not rain. RLM Fluke.
Ain't it?
Well, that's
The
because
bot.
you were spitting.
I don't say hi to bots. And I don't want to get into that conversation at all.
Oh, no.
That-
No.
That's horrible. Thank you for bringing it up.
You're welcome.
Wow.
We got the Vanna White of the RLM channel. RLM Fluky is here. And Tip Bob. Hi, Tip Bob. Trust
We will
number
destroy
one.
the tip up to get to the fluke.
Oh.
How will we do this?
Oh, God. You're doing that freaking creeper voice. Go back to Bullwinkle. Trust number one is here, as well as Phantom.
One.
And did you see Becky I Am joined in? Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Becky. Dakota is here,
Yeah.
too.
We got a regular artist colony growing here, like a fungus.
I know, it's way
Like a
cool.
fungus.
Oh, a
If you
fungus among
hey,
us.
maybe they'll name a mushroom after us, and then you can smoke some dork. Mm.
Dude, you want to have some dork shrooms?
Okay.
It's dork shrooms, dude.
Dork. Yeah, we're on to something here.
Yes, we are. Yes,
I
we
know
are.
the next name. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what's the next name? Dama! And Dorky Lynn is here,
Hey, Lynn.
as well as Dork Cakes. Hey, Cakes!
Oh,
Cakes, you need to make a pancake that looks like a dork.
yes, the dork pancake are very, very, very famous.
Then it would be a Dork Cakes.
Love them long time.
Yes. Ooh. With Serple and
okay.
everything. We got Dork
Yeah.
Matter here, too.
Hey, that's me.
I know. You're supposed to say hi to yourself, though.
Well, I see. I'm have this fear of compliance,
Oh.
and I can't seem to join a group.
Oh.
So I became my own group. I'm Dork Matter. There is only one. Stop looking.
There's a reason for that, too.
Look, Darwin's grab bag. Yeah. Robin Williams.
Grimmy says that it's a fartist colony.
We are tuba players today. Yes.
We are ever so effervescent, don't you know? Oh, we got another Chloe joining in. Woo woo! Now we got 3 Chloes. Holy crap!
Oh, wow.
I know.
We got more Chloes than Bobs.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That
wow.
life is tilted. No,
It's
we
somewhat
must have
off
been-
kilter.
I think we pissed God off somewhere.
Well, Jehovah One is still listening in, so we could be in trouble. Why? Ay.
Yeah.
I also see Kozu is here.
Zoo.
And Moy.
Yeah, Moy. Okay, here
And
we go again.
and Nenson Dubois. Nenson
Hey,
Dubois.
Poxified. Yeah,
Yeah,
nasty old
Poxified
shirt.
is here. Oh,
Yeah.
Slim Jim's yawning, honey.
Oh,
What's
who cares
wrong?
what Slim Jim's doing? Tell him to get
Don't-
his own fucking show. Go showboat
No.
it. Go showboat at UCY, you. Okay.
Oh, I saw the ex used to say whenever I yawned, he goes, "You advertising or offering?" And just shut the fuck up. Oh, F-bomb so early in the day. Pawn sauce is here. Pawn sauce.
You
And
dirty
looky
girl.
there. I know.
Yeah.
And sock puppet.
Hey, we haven't had Sock by for a while.
I know, he's been busy.
He's been doing other things besides entertaining my ego with his appearances on the Dork Table.
I know. Well, he's being a handyman.
That's what I'm going to tell my wife. Yeah. Where you going? I'm going to go be a handyman. Yeah, you know why I'd be a handyman? Because she probably cut my leg off. You're not going now, but anyway, never mind.
And to
Oh,
round
go if
out
you
the
want.
crew, Slim Jim
Hey.
Flim is here. Woo woo! Eating
Ooh,
tea.
Ooh, the yawner. Ooh.
Well, Becky's
So-
yawning too.
Yeah, I got something hot and specific on the top of my thing here, Miss Mary.
Is
You
that
wanna know
have
what that
something to do with yawning? I don't know that I want
I
to know.
have no. It might. It may not. I don't really care. I was going to tell you something.
Okay, tell me something.
So while I'm telling my thing, you can go read about Lisa B's thing on Facebook and not pay attention. But what I had in mind today is this might tickle a few of the people out there in the RLM land, right?
Okay.
Rights. This illusion that we all believe in the world that, communicate with each other, that there's this imaginary boundary called a right. And if people go beyond that imaginary boundary, imaginary shit's going to happen to both them and you as a result of their imagination. There you go.
Okay, say that again.
Jeez.
I
These
know.
rights are all imaginary. There's
Oh.
no physical substance to them in a singular world. You know, you live your life. Where in a fucking day do your rights come up in your daily life? They don't.
In my daily life, no.
Yeah.
No.
Because when you're out in the civilized world, passing and bumping into people and stuff, nobody's stopping you and go, "Hey, you're infringing on my rights." But if you open up an internet link, you know what people do all the fucking time?
They infringe on your rights.
But they're imaginary.
But
How
but
are they infringing on anything? And turn the computer off. Then they're not infringing on shit. So no, they're not. They're made up. It's all in your head.
oh, and you know what's really funny? You know, you're talking about rights and me going to Facebook, which, you know, you told me to go to Facebook, so I did.
You always do.
And
I was just at the curve.
yeah. So in any case, yesterday, one of the locals came in, and he always has me fix his phone. And it's like, why do you do? I don't have Facebook on my phone. Don't ask me to do this shit. So I'm trying to figure out why in the hell he can't access Facebook. And so then I got to looking at some other stuff, and he had lots and lots and lots of shit open on his phone. It's like, dude, seriously, do you want all this crap open? No, I didn't. No, I still had it open. So I closed a bunch. And it got down to this message. The reason why he could not access Facebook other than see his friends on his phone was because, dun dun dun, he got a Facebook timeout.
Right.
And do you know? But do you know what caused the 24-hour Facebook timeout?
Of course I don't. You're telling the story.
That's
How would
right.
I know?
He had made a comment that violated the policies of Facebook.
He violated something?
Yes, he did, and
That
they
sounds terrible.
attached the comment that he made that violated their policies against
Wow.
hate speech.
Well, isn't that kind of counterproductive to print what you're... I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You ban something and then you post it?
No, this was a
You're not
message that they sent to him to let him know that he was getting a 24-hour timeout from Facebook. But
You know what you just proved?
the offending comment that he made was, are you ready for this?
Oh, no. He's going to boycott Israel.
No.
No. Okay, then I don't know.
You're just a fool, Tom.
Tom. Fool.
That was the
That's
comment that got him banned.
So if he would have said, I recommend you go put your cock in the blender and hit puree, he'd have been all right. But he called him a fool instead.
Quite possibly. But when I told him that, and naturally I told him that while he was out there talking to the other mechanics in the shop, and so they were all giving him shit. And he said, well, I thought about calling him a dick, but I thought that'd be pushing it. But since calling him a fool is what got me banned, I guess when I get to go back on Facebook, I'll call him dick.
Yeah, see? And then he's going to get kicked off for that, too.
Probably.
It's a conspiracy, Miss Mary. They're all in it against us. They're all in it against us.
But you know, whoever this Tom was had to have made some kind of a complaint or report that comment.
To get the result he got.
Yeah. So it's like, who the hell is this Tom? Because now I want to go tell him he's a fool.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
All right, what the hell has that got to do with rights?
Well, you just reminded me of that, okay?
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
squirrel.
No,
you know
do
how
that
my
to me all the
brain
time.
is.
Yeah, well, I just thought maybe it had a deeper connection than I was capable of making with my inferior wiring.
You just don't have the proper cobwebs in your mind. That's just all there is to it.
Well, I just don't think life is as complicated as we believe it to be.
Oh, I don't think it's all that complicated either. I think a lot of people try and make it complicated, and that's another. See, you're talking about complicated. I had listened to a video the other day, Prince E, and normally he has some really good, like, spoken word videos that I really enjoy. So I saw this one, and it was about is Jim Carrey insane? Which does. It's a rhetorical question. And so I listened. Well, I listened to the video, and it was basically Jim Carrey talking about, this is not me. I am not here. I didn't dress up. My body is not me, yada, yada, yada. And Prince E was explaining, why he wasn't
Okay.
insane, and saying
Well,
that you cannot be what you observe. So if you observe
right,
your
but
thoughts,
yeah.
then your thoughts are not yours. They're just thoughts that
Wow.
happen to go through
So
your mind.
you're going all like purgatory on me today, right?
I'm going existential on ya is what I'm doing.
Oh, I knew it was one of those fancy $10 words. I
Yeah,
didn't know which one.
yeah.
I
Well,
have a limited vocabulary over here in Jewland. Come on.
see, and I listened to that and I thought, wow, that's really pretty deep. And then I got to thinking about it and I thought, wait a minute here. And this morning I woke up thinking, okay, you cannot be what you observe.
Okay.
And everybody's
Right,
going around
because you're
saying
looking
that
out at it.
that
Yeah.
basically we are gods because we create whatever, and then that you cannot be what you observe. So if you are observing yourself being God, then what the hell are you? Because you ain't what you're observing yourself being. So I thought, damn, if you actually follow that logic all the way down, then you realize
Yeah.
it's really pretty full of shit.
Oh, I don't know. You want to hear the scary part?
What's that? You don't care?
I kind of no. I believe that I only observe the world from my own personal perspective, not yours, not anybody's, not Trump, not Hansel, nobody. Mine. Period. And you're just in it.
Oh,
And I can take the whatever expression you reflect back to me in our little experience, and I can take it any damn way I please to. No matter what you say, I can make it something different if I want to.
so I'm just a puppet on the stage?
Pretty much, yeah. You're all,
Cool.
yeah. We're to each of us. That you're looking at us do shit. If it's you, and if it's me, I'm looking at you do shit. I'm not looking at myself doing anything. I'm too busy
Ah.
living inside of the body and experience what's outside of the body. You know. And that
Oh.
sometimes includes what goes on in my little mind.
Oh. Hey, did you see that Rob Works fired up the bubbler and passed it around?
No, I have trouble keeping up with the chatters. They type too fast.
Oh, well, he fired it up and passed it around.
Yeah, well,
99
you know what I
bubblers
was-
are left on the wall. So, hey.
You know what I was doing when you were playing tender love songs?
What?
Well, I was chitter chattering and token, so I
Oh.
was ahead of him. Yeah.
Oh.
But better late to the party than never is my motto.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, free haircuts. I wouldn't. Fuck you. Nope, nobody cuts my fucking hair. You kidding?
Which hair
And
were you
even-
going to get cut?
I got, like, well, I didn't name them.
Oh.
There's a lot of them.
Oh.
But cutting it, no. Even my wife, she goes, hey, if you cut your hair, I'm cutting mine. I went, oh, no, you're not. Well, there you go. Hold up your end of the bargain there, Plato. That's how decisions are made in the regime I live in.
Yeah, I got told not to cut my hair, and I looked at him and I went, "Oh, really? You're telling
Yeah.
me what to do? Well,
So
would you
back to
please
rights.
not cut your hair?"
But back to rights. Okay?
Rights.
I think that all these rights that we've been indoctrinated to believe in and trust and all this other crap, whatever crap it brings up to you,
Uh-huh.
it's all bullshit, nonsense. It's a story. Can't prove it, can't disprove it. But you can choose to believe it or not. And that's the key to success with it.
Ah.
It's as though if you openly are on that mental wavelength where you love the state and you vote and the reason I'm so sure of it is today I was going to the store on my little Saturday journey. I go to the grocery. Well, the kids are over. They're doing a WOW weekend with Circle.
Uh-huh.
Kids, they're 20 and 13. And they're kids to me. Anyway, so I'd volunteered to go help them. I was going to go get some cigarettes, so I figured I'll get you what you need. And I went on this journey so that they could make this goop stuff like I don't know, like a slime or something that all the kids on the game are doing.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so I had to find, it was like being on a scavenger hunt in a foreign land.
Ooh.
Right. because I'm not familiar with the products in Danish, and they're obscure products in any society. You'd go, wow, we don't sell that here, you
Ah.
know, because I needed what was it like eye drop stuff for your eyes,
Uh-huh.
and then a glue, and what else was the other food coloring. It was very strange, but when I went to the optometrist to see if they had it, the woman says, "Hey, you're the fifth one I've had so far. All the kids are buying this shit up." And, right. It's what I started with. Is this game is so popular worldwide, and it has the ability to make the kids do whatever it tells them to do, and they do
Wow.
it. And it's
Wow.
all suggestion and fun, but it's still control.
Yes.
It's just not a harsh, violent control. The
Y-
ones that we got. With the
Well,
police searches and police checkpoints looking for illegal goddamn aliens and all that horse shit.
well, if
Because
they're
I got
illegal
tired of that.
aliens, did they not buy tags for the UFOs? Is that why they're illegal?
I don't know. I don't like to play borders and boundaries. You know, I'm
That game
I'm
sucks.
yeah, but I married into it. So yeah,
Ah.
well, you can't have your freedom and what you want at the same time. You got to take one or the other.
Mm.
Well, freedom doesn't allow you to have possession.
True.
That's why they call it free, dummy. It
Ah.
got no
Ah.
fucking price, and it doesn't belong to anybody. It's free. And you're not allowed to be in the game and buy houses and, get married and all that shit if you're free. What do you need to do that for? You're free.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
rest of us poor slaves that are tied to something that have to abide by the rules, the imaginary fucking rights that I think are just a bunch of crap.
Well, Rob Works said that all of your rights belong to him.
Well, there you go.
So you
See?
just got your lefts left.
Well, that's how imaginary the whole thing is. If you can lose something because somebody else that you don't even know spoke, then you didn't have it in the first fucking place. It's an illusion.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
The only things that you have in this whole fucking life are what you can touch. And the rest of it, I don't know. You can't have intellectual property. Not in my reality. Yours may be different. People in the RLM might believe in this other crap, and I choose not to. See, I don't
Oh.
like to play. Yeah, whatever game is being played is usually where I don't want to go.
Yes.
Everybody's doing it. There's 5 reasons not to go right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see how you are.
I'm old. I'm not a 20-year-old anymore. Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Good
you're
God.
not necessarily old. You've just been riding on this little pretty rock that's been spinning around the earth or around the sun. Or if you're a flat earther, this little plane.
No. Should I be a flat earther today and piss my wife off?
Um,
She
I,
does get insulted because I make fun of gravity and the lack of proof. It's, well, this is how you interpret this. Well, no, that's how you interpreted it. I didn't interpret it that way. I interpreted it as you're telling me a bunch of shit that I don't understand.
ah,
But the educated among us that went the extra mile, like lawyers, they speak this special language that I'm not privy to, and they have physical proof that the world is round. They know it. I think it's not, but they know it is.
I think it's
That's
shaped like an egg.
That's a whole lot of fun to have, Mary.
That is.
Because, well, in the first place, having the knowledge, in my opinion, there's no value to it. It's like telling somebody what color a tree is. Okay, now what? What do you do with that after they tell you, oh, the tree's green? You run around to the rest of your days telling other people, hey, did you know that the tree is green? Well,
Ooh.
they could open their own fucking eyes and look at a tree and decide that all by theirself. And if they're colorblind, might even come up with a different answer.
Oh, hey.
Well, the weird things that go through my little mind, that I feel like talking to you about. It's your lucky day.
Yay! I feel
But
special.
see, okay, and so do I. Not
Oh.
only do I feel it, but I get accused of it quite often.
Ah. Hey, did you know
Yeah.
Rob Works said never piss off the wife on purpose? Maintain
Oh
plausible
no.
deniability.
Yeah. No, doing it on purpose is just rude. That's free range rude shit. No, thank you.
Yeah.
You know? No, I'm more of a defensive player than an attacker. If I've attacked you, it's because we've been ongoing for a long time. You know, I don't just blindside somebody and, hey, here we are, let's fight. No, we're too old for that shit. Nah. Now we're pleasant. I even said greetings to all the slaves and slavettes in the RLM when I came in today.
That was so sweet of you, too.
Yeah, because I'm dork matter.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
dark matter is very plentiful in the universe, don't you know?
you could have, yeah, you could have your gray matter, you can have your white matter, but very few people have dork matter.
Well, because it's really hard. It's like herding cats in order to gather up dork matter.
Oh, you got me on that one last time. Yeah, well, yeah, herding cats. I just think, why don't you just be smart and get a dead bird? The cats will find you. What are you herding them for? Outsmart them. They're animals. Oh, yeah. Right. See,
I am not an animal.
yeah, but you know what this animal rights shit, what I saw it as, not what you saw it as, right? You with me here? You following me so
You
far,
follow
Missy?
me? What you saw it as? That's where I'm at.
I saw it as a slap in the fucking face by the people that sit and think they own me. Because now I've got these dumbass weirdos. Now, that's how I look at society, right? This powers that be shit. I've got these dumbass weirdos that, well, couldn't fool them with we went to the moon. Let's try something else. That's see everything they do when you decipher it and look at it and figure out how and what and why about it. It turns out to be 98% bullshit. Maybe
Okay.
not the what but most of it, and then there's 2% of it that's true. What the fuck kind of way is that to live? Yeah, that wouldn't work with Circle. I could see Cirque. Oh, I'm 98% being honest with you, Cirque. Yeah, well, what about the other two? Well, fuck them. They decided they wanted to do something else. And I just defy anybody to try that shit on their partner. It ain't gonna work.
No.
Well, right. Okay. So then we have these imaginary rights that we never use for any fucking thing, but run around like a bunch of idiots repeating. I got the First Amendment to do what? What I'm doing? Well, who's trying to stop you? Nobody. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? You got freedom of speech. The only time you got freedom of speech is when somebody's trying to stop you from saying something.
Oh yeah.
Well, then what the fuck do you need freedom of speech for? How do they stop you from saying something? I mean,
Grade tape.
Okay. They've got the magic of the camera. They can make and do anything they want. They can go around the world, hire actors to pretend they're in crisis and do drills in major cities and convince the population they're real terrorist attacks.
Well, yeah, there are. Because they're terrorists and they're attacking.
Well, right, but the definition of terrorism is doing something against a government entity, not me. You're not hurting me. You're
doing something to instill fear for political purposes.
I don't live like that. What are you afraid of? What, are they going to take your social security number and rearrange the numbers for you? What's the big fear? Well, see, that whole system thing, I didn't want to be in it in the first damn place.
Yeah, but they didn't ask you. They just said, well, you were born here, so therefore.
Right, and I did my best to avoid any kind of contact with the beast.
Ah. Ah.
Never signed their fucking documents, never committed myself to owe them anything. It was dumb luck, I suppose.
Oh my
Other
God.
people, other
Okay,
people called it
what
what?
you're talking
Well,
here, and I, you know me, I'm scrolling over on Twitter, and sorry, I had to break in.
I was just bitching about the tax laws in the world.
Well, see, and I saw this, and it's a whole bunch of critters, and I went, oh, cool, critters. And I can't say just fur babies because there's birds and that kind of shit, but they now have treatables, CBD for pets with anxiety and or pain. Now,
Oh, get a fucking life! Are you out of your mind?
now, see, I have a dog that, well, actually, I have
Yeah.
two dogs that have had anxiety issues, but they did not need to, have medication for it. They just needed to be treated right.
Wait a minute. We're talking about dogs, right?
Yeah, well,
Not
they had
just
issues,
right.
behavioral issues, because of the previous owners and the way the previous owners treated them. So, yeah, if you wish to use their
They were
terminology.
beating dogs.
Yes.
You didn't say it like that.
Well,
Okay, I
no.
thought something different.
Yeah.
Well, if you beat a dog, that's gonna behave weird.
Yeah, so.
Whoa. Yeah.
But, I saw this, and that reminded me of something else. I'd seen an ad somewhere about, would you like to become a pet psychologist? And I thought, holy shit, that ranks right up there to me with politicians
Hey,
and television evangelists. That pet
yeah.
psychologist bullshit.
That's right. Send me all your money because God don't know how to keep a fucking checkbook, baby. And
Yeah.
I need to fly in a real jet. God wants me to have it that way. Ask
Yeah.
him. He'll tell you.
Yeah, God wants me to have a circular driveway and satellite TV and all kind of other shit too. Really?
Well, I feel special because out of all the possible enemies there are to complain about in the world, the Jew is the deadliest of them all. And
I
kinda
know. Well, it's because of
I
your
enjoy-
nose.
I know, but I enjoy that being on top of the pile thing in a sick kind of way.
Oh, monkey pile.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's all a bunch of crap any fucking way, but to just accidentally buy some written thing on a bit of paper somewhere with no physical proof of any kind, I'm in this gang. And because of it, I have superior fucking power, man. Oh, I run the world.
Yeah, I know. And you didn't even know it till someone come up and told you, did you?
See? They didn't send me a check. What the fuck? Hey, something's wrong here. I wonder if there's like a Jew complaint department and go, hey, you guys, I missed my checks. For how long? Forever? You've never sent me one. I wonder if there's like an application. Go, hey. All you got to do is present your penis to any local bank between the hours of 8 and 5, Monday through Friday. And, they'll recognize your Jew status.
Oh.
Problem with that theory, you know what happened? Infiltration set in from the terrorists amongst us in the herd, if you know what I mean. And the non-Jewy fuckers started getting their peckers whacked off too. Yeah.
Ow.
So now, how are you supposed to know if they's a Jew or not? Huh? Really?
You mean the nose isn't a dead giveaway?
Yeah, but not all Jews have a big nose.
No.
Did you know some Jews are Arabs and they as brown as the brown guy? That's
Ooh.
right. Didn't know that, did you, little missy?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. They think black people came from Africa, too. What a crock of shit that was. Do you know how many ways the school system lied to me in the however many years I did go? The few years I attended. Let's not be too cocky.
Hey, I see Vinny showed up.
Yeah, I said hi, Vinny, about 5 minutes ago. I'm not like you. If I raise my voice and yell that your ears go when When you see somebody, you don't even think of me. You just start yelling. You're insane. You're like that crazy aunt that comes around, with that nut cake, fruit nut cake for everybody, and it's got special herbs and spices.
Yeah, it does.
Everybody loves Auntie's goodies. You'll never get a bad review anyway. I give you that. But sometimes, do you know that I have often listened to your racket chair performances?
Oh yeah.
Last night you were worried, boy. You were right. I was cringing too. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Because I talk to the computer when you're on. Are you fucking serious, Mary? You're gonna read this one as sure as hell. There you start reading and go. I know Flash is cringing right now, and I'm yes. How did you know? Wow, you have superpowers. No wonder I hold you hostage on Saturdays. I get it now. It's like women insurance, so that the rest of the crew doesn't crucify me. I'm in good with Mary. Does that count for something?
She's crazy. We don't know what she's going to do next.
Well, yeah, but see, anybody that would banish you, I wouldn't want to be involved with them anyway.
Well, cool.
Well, you're the least harmless member of this potential gang on the RLM.
I'm the least harmless?
Well, no, you're the most harmless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most harmless. Out of all, because there's some tough people on the site.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as far as they know the shit. They, like Rob Works knows from experience things that I've only read about.
Yeah.
Okay. And other people, not just Rob, but to make that point clear. And there's just, everybody's got their own little thing that they've been through that's theirs and brought them here.
Yeah.
And they saw something's not right with the world, Miss Mary. And I think that the other people that come to the RLM think the same thing.
Yeah.
But what you got to grab that's really fucked up is there's no way to fix it. The only way we could ever do anything is to expose the truth, whatever the fucking truth is, and hope that it doesn't kill us.
Yeah.
Well, there's people out there that are in, the big media or, big audiences, and they get themselves whacked when they do what we do.
Ooh.
Which is a whole nother reason why I think lots of little satellites. There's a Canadian guy, Stevens, on the I think UCY that everybody else doesn't like, and Ron Stevens. I'm bad with names, you know that.
Yeah.
But he's a Canadian guy, and he holds a similar opinion of the systems and the way that we live as I do, and we're obviously, by the way we speak and how we speak, we're two very different people, but with the same core values and don't know each other.
Ah.
Right. Well, I listen to other people's radio stuff. I get a kick out of it.
I do too. I haven't been to UCY for a while. I probably ought to go check them out.
What you ought to do is go back to the Dork Table and listen back to a couple of episodes and see what we talked about. You're funny. Oh my God. Sometimes, yeah. So I've listened and I'm laughing. I can barely understand what I'm talking about because I'm laughing at the same time. Very unprofessional. We're never going to be on the Howard Stern show or anything like that.
Oh,
but
like that's,
I tell you,
yeah.
Do you know what my goal truly is? Doing this every week, right? Or trying to do it every week. Have I ever broken it down into plain dork language to you?
No, you haven't.
Satellites. It's the McDonald's theory. Instead of one great big McDonald's, they had thousands of tiny ones.
Oh.
Like the Borg without all the damn rules and the weakness of depending on something else. You're just there, you're aware it's there, and you can contribute to it if you want to.
Ah.
Like I'm on, like you use Facebook the way I use smaller sites.
Mm-hmm.
that aren't as popular and will never be, and hopefully will never be.
Yeah.
Because the more popular something seems to get, the more bullshit you get with it.
Yes. Yes.
Did you know I've seen Fox links on the RLM main feed? Did I ever
I've
tell you that?
seen them too. And
Do you
it's
know what I think of Fox links? I don't care what they're about. You know what I think of a Fox link?
uh-uh.
I think somebody bumped their fucking head. That's what I think about a Fox link.
Ah. Well,
Hmm.
it was like who was it last night said something about they felt oh, I think yeah, it was KD Troxel over in that Freedom's Network said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he felt dirty clicking on a HuffPo link. And I said,
Oh,
so I commented back to him that, sometimes you get the most interesting information from the weirdest places.
right. But how much of it do you really believe is real or true? I don't.
Oh, I find them fascinating. I am
Okay.
to the point now where it's my fascinating meter. If
Mm.
the fascinating meter goes clean over to the I really like this shit, then I'll read it. And if it's just kind of in the middle, then I'll start and then I get bored with it and I say fuck it, I'm done. So if I
Okay.
find something fascinating, then I'll go there.
Mm.
But yeah.
Well, then I'm going to use my imaginary right, and I'm going to tell you to stop doing that. I've got a right to tell you to not do it.
Oh, sure you do. Mhm. Mhm.
Well, whoop-de fucking do. That's what I'm saying. Is about all these rights that everybody else in reality, they seem to hold them like they're the testicles of life. And no, they're all in your fucking mind because you got to do them before you need them to be enforced. So where does the protection or anything, where does it even have a value? You have the right to say these things. Whoop-de fucking dipty. Wow, ain't that something?
Well, see, and I just
Who
keep
gave you
seeing
the
that
right?
everybody has a right to tell you whatever they want to tell you, but you
Right,
also
that's not
have
the
the
way it's.
right. No, but you also have the right to ignore their sorry ass.
Right. Well, come on. That's what I'm trying to expose as a bullshit story. That's what you're supposed to do so
Yeah.
that you can stay stupid and vote for people that are poisoning you.
Yeah.
They're playing games in time blocks that we're not even capable of understanding.
Oh yeah, because
And you
they've been
got you.
playing this game a hell of a lot longer than a lot of us have been aware of it. So
Right.
naturally, and
And
they wrote the rules, so they know how this shit works.
they got everybody convinced the world is round. They've never seen the world being round in any factual, proven way. It's just all talk, speculation, and explanations about the written science, but not a fucking picture. But hey, I can take a picture of two flies fucking in midair with my goddamn telephone now, but they can't show me a picture of the planet I live on. Why is that? They're always going out in outer space and shit.
Well, and it's. Have you ever noticed if you look down, way down at the bottom, in really, 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 really tiny print, it says CGI?
Yeah, that's what I'm arguing about. It's simulated. It's not real. Man-made.
Yeah.
Just like everything else. It's all right. With me, I'm an all or nothing kind of fucker. It's all real or it's all bullshit. And there you go. Well, it's all bullshit.
Well, yeah.
I never get confused.
And I've.
Yeah, I don't have to argue with myself about, well, how do you feel about it? I don't give a fuck how I feel about it. If I heard it through any form of government, organization, religion, education, I know it's 99% shit right off the top. Not
Ah.
even worth putting to memory. I'm going to be disappointed someday when the truth is in the newspaper. You know what I mean?
Oh, and you're going to believe it because it was in the newspaper. People use those to line bird cages. Um,
They once upon a time, dear, that was all there was for communications, so they mattered.
Yeah, I know.
And they were horribly abused by the power of the pen and ink.
Yep.
There you go.
Hey, there's a twisted fucker.
Hey, Alan, what's up? So, well, here we are in senses, in a way, victims of our own intelligence. See, because we're so fucking brilliant, we can understand the bullshit story that they're feeding us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that fucking smart, lady. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as a rock, and if I can't pick it up with my own hands, it ain't there. You know?
Okay.
So all this freedom of speech and, a rights to be arrested and tried in a fashion that's, what the fuck? Get the fuck off me. I don't want you to be able to arrest me. What are you thinking?
So
I mean,
arrest. What does that really mean? Does that mean that they're laying you down to take a nap, or?
ha ha ha. Funny guy. You know what it means? It means chains come out and you go to the place where they lock you up in the cell.
I know, but isn't that weird? It is one of those things where I'm going to go have a rest. It just kind of depends on how you use it in a sentence. That's one of those fun little things that I know my mind goes off on weird tangents.
But when you go in handcuffs, it's not like a trip to Starbucks, dear.
No, it's
It's
not.
a
But
little different.
why are you going to Starbucks if you want to go have a rest?
Okay, make a mess of this one all you want. You know what it means. Just because you haven't been there doesn't mean you ain't gonna go there.
Well, that is
You're
true.
open territory now. They're shooting people that your kids grew up with.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
for no fucking reason. That was just opportunity knocked. The prick took it and shot his first kill. It's like a deer hunter.
Mm-hmm.
They put him to work in another fucking place, like nothing ever happened. He murdered somebody, and that should be still on the top of everybody's fucking head. Where is it? Well, they made a law.
Yeah.
Whoop-de fucking do. They killed the guy. Yeah, but they made a law.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is why I'm so fed up and just disgusted with this countries and borders and rules and regulation, and it's all a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they can pump us full of fucking inferior products and we'll pay for it. And you'll never get enough people together at one time to do any opposition. It's always go with the flow or we'll cut you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the threats are getting worse.
Play by the
And they're not-
rules or you won't
but they're
get to
not-
play.
I've seen people write on the RLM about what a shithole Sweden is, and it's not. That's just the shit they're reading about Sweden that they're making you believe with a bunch of crap.
See, and I don't know nothing about Sweden.
Exactly. That's what they're playing on. You're not in Sweden. You're where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make up a story about Sweden, show you some film. We'll do a little editing magic, and you'll believe what you see.
Ooh.
With no knowledge of where they're talking. You don't even have to know where it. Couldn't find it on a fucking map. Doesn't matter. I saw it on the internet. It's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it was on the interwebs.
Well, this is what
I don't want to see that big-ass spider that spun that web. That would be
Okay.
one nasty ass.
So what, are you disagreeing with that? This, not that there is not violence and not that there is not oppression and all these horrible fucking things. It's that what we see about it on the MSN is manufactured. It's not real.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, it's all, yeah.
They have mass murders and not one fucking body part anywhere to be found.
Well,
not a leg.
it's like
Throw
I
me
said
the
last
fucking bone
night.
here.
It's
What?
frickin' reality TV. That's what it is. They've just upped the ante a little bit. Instead of it being like the real world on MTV, now it's the CBS Evening News. It's still reality TV.
Reality TV. Well,
And what is
Okay, so-
reality? It's whatever you say it is.
well, I believe that. I seem to get a lot.
Are you still there? Are you playing with your Switch,
Yeah, I
Flash?
was playing. I was poking buttons. Silly. My wife is in the kitchen. I think she's making coffee, and I got all excited.
Oh.
It doesn't take much anymore.
No, it doesn't. No.
Make the old fucker some coffee and he'll just about knock himself out.
Hey, Rob Works. Chloe. Grim nerd. So,
So,
where are we in this mess? I mean, I guess what's got me all upset is I was watching yet another exposing video, and every time I do that, it just proves that what I thought about whatever I saw in the first place was bullshit. And then now they got people that make a living going around the world showing presentations about how these fucking people pull this shit off to make it look as real as they do make it look.
yeah. Well, I mean, Hollywood's been getting, shit. They've been doing stuff that looks real as hell, and to a little one, when they see someone die off on a movie or something and then they're back on something else and they go, well, wow, that's kind of cool. So they're confusing shit like that in their mind for the real world. So yeah, Hollywood's been fucking with people's heads for. I really, honestly, and truly anymore believe that Hollywood is the propaganda arm. It was the original, the original propaganda arm, and the mainstream media is now being run by Hollywood.
It would have to be that way. That's the only way that makes sense. Everything else is just ridiculous.
Well,
the truth is it's just a horrible truth that people don't want to face.
well,
What can you say? You can argue about it all day long and look at the fucking results that you live in, and there's your answer.
oh, it's a truth that they want to put out there. But I don't necessarily. I mean, I really am getting to be an old curmudgeon. Thanks, you're infecting me.
I'm
Oh,
infecting you.
yes. Well, I get home and it's like I don't want to go anywhere else. I am at home. I have weeds that I need to pull. I have critters I need to feed. Stuff like that. And other than that, the rest of the world can go to hell.
Well, maybe in your mind is you've finally just decided that there is no rest of the world. It's all in your mind. If you can't see it, then what the fuck? I don't really care if there is not or there is an Argentina. I don't live there. I live where I live. So to spend all my awake time, all the time I have and energy concerned about a place I'm not even there at, there's a reason the people that run this shit want me to see that.
Oh, yeah.
And for me to react a certain way. And it brings wavelengths, things that we can't physically see and we don't see or feel changes, but they happen anyway.
And they feed off of it. Oh, and that reminds me of something else. I keep seeing this video getting spread around what most people don't know is happening or whatever the hell. And I actually listened to it this morning while I was puttering around the house. And one of the first things that they talked about was the chips in credit cards and bank cards and all that other fun stuff. And I thought, wow, everybody is so worried about getting chipped and getting a microchip put under their skin or what have you. And yet they have a freaking credit card or a bank card that's got a chip.
Got it. They're carrying it around, yeah.
So they're already chipped.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. That was one of those epiphanies while I was standing at the sink.
It's a dog collar instead of an injection.
Yeah. Yeah.
The injections are to make you go, well, at least I'll carry it, but you ain't sticking it in me. It's the same fucking thing. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
But here you go. Well, you're bright enough to come to that decision all by yourself without the aid of, foreign substances.
Well, there was sudsy water involved, but I was doing dishes.
Oh, I got to smoke myself into a stupor before I understand anything. Well, when I'm sober of mind, I'm more influential too. I'm
Oh.
more likely to when I'm clear-headed and can think and know all the shit I'm supposed to repeat back to you. Well, then I know what to say. But when I'm stoned, I don't really buy all that shit so much anymore.
Ah.
That's why I smoke this. It makes me loose of tongue, little missy. Well, maybe that's not the way I should have said it. But, whoops, sorry, honey.
Circles.
Had a little fuck up there again, baby. I didn't mean to. I know that'll cost me a meal. She's going to punish me with no fresh bread.
Oh. Ooh, I got my zucchini, my shredded zucchini is thawed out, so I'm going to make zucchini muffins today with amaranth and Milo flour.
Well, gesundheit, little missy.
Uh,
I hope
yeah.
I hope your crops are prosperous. What the fuck? I don't care what you eat. You know who I care what I eat. I didn't even
Yeah,
how
I
that-
know you do, and you care that Circles is making you a cup of coffee.
I hope. No, I was just begging because I know she can hear me. You know, well, if you're going to live in a prison, good God, people, make up your mind. If you're going to live in a prison, make it a comfortable fucking prison.
There you go.
Therefore, you're comfortable. Then you don't got to be all, hey, I don't want to be in prison.
Oh. Well, yeah. If
Well,
you
'cause
can't
when-
see the cell walls,
Yeah.
then maybe you can even convince yourself that you're not in prison.
But chances are, if there's a four-legged critter waking you up with a tongue in the eye, chances are somebody owns you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't fit the bad guy, motif, if you will.
Well,
Bad guys are not like dogs and cats do not lick their faces. It would not be very bad guy. It
yeah.
would be very goodbye dog or cat, not,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been knocked out of the tough guy world. I miss it.
Hey, Lynn has joined in the chat. Yay,
Again?
Lynn!
She was there.
She
earlier.
was there, but she just finally said something. But
Yeah,
yeah, I got to find out just exactly how good my kitty cat is with the aim. I mean, if somebody would have been judging her pounce from the headboard, she would have gotten a 10. Because, man,
Really?
it was a perfect bladder shot.
Whoa. Ouch.
Yeah, and I went,
Marry
gotta go now.
Marry the human target.
Yes. I
Well,
tell you what,
that-
there ain't nothing that wakes you up faster than a cat doing a perfect bladder shot. Whee!
No, but it does back up my point that if something with four legs and a tail licks you in the face or wakes you up somehow, chances are you're not free.
Yeah.
And if you are, you're having a good breakfast. Yeah. Breakfast is served.
Yeah.
That's the only good side of that.
Yeah.
And Dork Cakes is here on the RL&M chat. I see.
Yeah, and that guy with the tortured testicle fell out. What the hell?
I've been running into old pancakes over at the Informed Planet site. It's another little site similar to Grimm's other site.
The effing site?
The effing site. That's
Yeah.
right.
I pop into the Informed Planet occasionally, and I pop into Minds occasionally. And-
Mines. Oh.
And that's a fun place.
I don't know how to navigate it yet, but I got into it, but I haven't figured it out. You know how slow I am. I
Well-
need somebody to hold my dirty old blind hand and take me through the steps. Ooh. Maybe
Ah.
that's just my dorkiness. I don't really know. I haven't figured that part out yet. May not ever bother.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
as long as my heroin addiction is paid for, life is good.
Well, hey, there you go.
Can you imagine? What kind of life would that be?
I don't. Okay, see, now my cobwebs just went weird again. Because
Well,
you
if I was
said
gonna-
addiction, and I go, diction, because I went and separated them. And isn't diction, like something to do with the way you speak or something? So addiction.
you're
But
so
when you put
close.
in front of it, it magically becomes something that you're hooked on. Hey, hooked on phonics. Worked for
I'm
me.
telling you, I know you've been in the waffle batter again. You just got to, you got to face this addiction, Mary, and conquer it. It's, wow. How do we talk about two exactly different things at the same time?
We're just talented like that.
Am I not listening to you, or are you not listening to me?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, online life. Isn't it wonderful?
You're right. It is.
Hey, there you go with that right thing again. I'm still stuck on that. Animal rights is just a way to slap you in the face and let you know that you're nothing more than an animal because we give them the same fucking rights. So, welcome to the jungle, fucker. The
Hey,
gorilla
Guns
over
N'
there-
Roses. I know that song.
Yeah, but the gorilla over in the corner, he's not a carnivore. Don't worry.
Ah,
And
good.
They don't smell fear or anything like that. Feel free to shit yourself at your convenience.
Because you're going to take a shower anyway.
Oh, yeah. Probably in gorilla piss, but yeah, you're going to get wet. And this ain't going to end well for you, Round Eyes.
Hey, Grimmy said I meant dick shun. So does that mean I shun dicks?
Hey, wait a minute. Where do we go with that? Wow, how does... You dirty girl. I swear. My poor wife, what she goes through so I can have a radio program. Boy, I'm sure glad you're friends with her. Or I'd have a lot of fucking explaining to do. Can you imagine if I was married to a Danish girl that didn't know you?
Oh, my Lord. You wouldn't be married for long.
Why?
Because you'd be dead.
Dead.
Well,
Well,
no, I guess that's an
that's-
American girl that would do that.
Yeah, that's American. Or English. Ha ha ha, ha Lynn. Well, I'm Jewish and I'm too cheap to waste all my energy on something as expensive as jealousy. It's a fruitless endeavor, so I don't want to take it.
Oh,
Go
hey.
anyway.
Hey, did
So-
you see that Dork Cakes throws poop with good aim? Dang.
Ouch. Well, there's a little bit of trivia I'll need to know if I ever meet him. Wow. Well, that explains the internet.
Pretty much. Pretty
'Cause
much.
I throw shit at hands still. It's not like I'm immune to a moment of clarity.
Of shit tossing. Well,
Well, the guy's so obvious he's like a target, and every once in a while the temptation is just too much.
yeah, and you just
Gotta
kind of
take a
have
shit
to.
at it.
Yeah, you got to do the pilot to bombardier thing, and yep.
You know what? All this talk about being in space and going to the moon, and I asked one simple question of all these space people on the RLM. I can't get an answer. You want to know what that question is? So I
What
can
is
make
that
it
question?
simple? You probably could answer it because you know why I think you could answer it?
Why's that?
Because you're fucking smart, Michael. You're smart.
Oh,
Okay, here's my question. Ready?
ready.
How do you take a shit in space?
Why would you take a shit in space? Why don't you leave
Because
one there?
you're going to be up there for more than 3 or 4 days. Believe
Oh.
me, you're going to want to take a dump. It's a human fucking function. I didn't create it to piss you off. It was here when I showed up to the party. I just want to know, how do they do it in space if there's no gravity? Where does it go? How does it know to go down out your butt and not up through your throat?
Ooh.
I got an inquiring mind. Well, they didn't cover that in biology. Taking a shit without gravity never came up.
You
but-
don't want it to come up. You want it to go down.
This group of fucking people told me back when I was a little kid that they went to the moon. And I want to know, after all these years, where did you shit?
Well, they supposedly have vacuum toilets,
Are you out of your fucking mind?
which is why you can't
Yeah.
really. They have a butt flap on the spacesuit.
Okay.
And when you sit down, that butt flap is just perfectly proportioned so that you don't get a perfect seal on the vacuum.
You gave this a
because-
lot of thought, Ooh. Now that I know,
No,
I'm sorry
actually, I haven't. But this is just kind of pop. It's the Akashic field, just
Yeah.
flowing through.
Yeah.
But
All right.
okay, so you have this butt flap.
You're still on it? Okay, but
Well, you wanted to know, so I'm
am I
going to
being called
explain
butt
it
flap?
because you said I'm smart.
I said fly. Oh, it's my fault, huh?
Yeah, because you said I was smart.
My
So
show, it's
I'm going
my
to be a
fault. Got
smart
it.
ass. Okay, so you let the butt flap down, and your uniform fits just perfectly. So when you sit on the toilet, it doesn't get such a good seal.
Yeah.
That when you flush the vacuum toilet, it doesn't suck your eyeballs out your asshole.
Well,
So
then why? Ooh.
and it's
don't-
even
Yeah.
better than airplanes because when you flush, it just goes
Yeah.
out into the cosmos, and that's why the aliens don't want us to go any further than we are, because they just can't have nice things. They drive by and there's shit.
All over this. Oh, Lord. Well,
I just
least
washed
now-
my UFO and look.
now look what you did to it. Wow.
Well, you
Pretty
asked.
much. I guess when it rains, it pours.
Pretty much.
All right, but still, do you not see what I guess what I'm teasing about is, with our little bit of knowledge we picked up in some public fucking school about this imaginary shit that they never fucking did, we have opinions about it.
Yeah. Isn't it funny?
No, I'm actually, I feel kind of queasy. I'm looking for a trash can, hoping
No, just go in space. It'll suck it right out.
When I throw up, this is going to fuck up my keyboard, so I don't want to do that.
Oh, no, you don't
know
want
what
to
I
do
mean?
that.
It's such a disgusting, come on. We've been hustled in every area of life. I mean, we wouldn't know the truth if they told it to us by this point.
True. Hey, Rob Works just shared something about a brief history of pooping in space. Obviously,
Really?
he wanted to tell you the truth.
Ah, the truth. You know what? I hate the truth. Let's go with the lie. I think the lie will suit me for this one. I'm not going to be so fussy anymore. I promise.
Dork Cake says that the butt flap explanation approves another 198 billion. So,
There you go.
see?
Yeah.
I could have been a
Remember-
billionaire, but no, I said it on the radio and didn't copyright it, and so now someone's going to make money off of my butt flap in space idea.
There you go. And your fortune is going to dwindle now.
I know.
You're probably going to get a tax for
That-
writing, a writing tax.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Mel
you know
Brooks
what I
will
was-
make Mel Brooks' sequel to Spaceballs as butt flaps in space.
I was trying to give him some shit on the old RLM the other morning.
Uh-huh.
Rile things up with one of my wacky ideas.
Oh.
And I told him about the upcoming vote in the Senate on the new sperm tax that has all the people in West Hollywood all just up in arms.
Oh.
Yeah, collecting that one's going to be interesting.
Oh. Ooh, I didn't want to. I clicked on that link,
Nuts.
Rob Works. I didn't want to.
Poop. Wow, what do you
Oh.
got, a turd in space?
Whoa.
See,
They have
And I was
special
telling-
underwear.
sure they
And a
do.
moon diaper.
Oh, how nice. But
And
without
baggies.
gravity, wait a minute. Without gravity, how do you poop in space?
You poop in a baggie and then you seal it.
There is no gravity. Then how does it go down?
I don't know.
No, it couldn't.
defies reality.
maybe you go upside down and then it goes up.
How sick. Well, it was like finishing your show yesterday.
Oh man, that one was wow.
What was that about?
I
Boy,
don't.
you just were reading the weirdest things.
Yeah. Well,
I almost canceled my my subscription. Never mind. Oh well, I couldn't even say it. Oh, back to normal. Okay. Yeah, my subscription to RLM.
oh,
Actually, I rather like the RLM. You know why?
why?
Because I can go on the RLM and feel better than everybody on it.
Oh.
When I read some of the text that people think and say and speak and all that, my self-esteem level goes up 80, 90%.
Wow.
Yeah, because I go, wow, I'm crazy and I don't think like that.
Ah.
You're reading. Go on, read.
No,
Be
I
that way.
just
Read
I
your-
see that. What's the date for the upcoming forks? Who's getting forked? I don't want
I
to
don't
see
know.
it. I don't watch
But-
utensil porn.
Yeah, you're. Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, maybe it's time to live a little. break out of your shell, Mary, and live vicariously on your own. With your
Oh.
own acts and deeds. Acts and deeds. Yeah.
Hey, Rob Work says the
so bad.
digestive system is pressurized, hence gas. Oh, he's talking about my
But-
rocket fuel now. Okay.
Okay. But then again, in gravity, it works one way. Well, if there isn't any gravity, then how do gases and solids work?
Well, how do you know there's gravity here on Earth? Maybe it's not really gravity. Maybe it's magnetism.
See, you're going to get to the other side of my point, which is I only know what I've been told. And I've been told things that cannot be proven or disproven with the materials I have at my ready. I'm not a fucking scientist. So I have to blindly trust that some jerk off that didn't get a date to the prom is going to tell me the truth about what I'm breathing. I don't think so, sport.
Oh,
I
well,
ain't that- I'm not
scientists
that
just go out.
gullible.
Scientists just go out and prove their preconceived notions, and they just make sure that the experiment works out to where it proves their preconceived notion.
Well, if these guys would just get laid once in a while, they wouldn't be so pissed off all the time and make life so difficult.
Yeah, because, like, have you ever
But-
seen Einstein's hair? Yeah, obviously hasn't gotten any for a while.
Wait a minute. What makes you? We got a cat in the window, sir. Well, gotten any? I don't know. What define gotten any?
Well, he's dead now, so he hasn't gotten any in a while.
That. Well, you ever hear of necrophilia? Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah, there's probably some, wackadoodle in college that went, hey, I'm going to go get me some of that Einstein.
Oh,
Oh, he's been dead for 3 days. Well, that don't matter.
yeah.
Live the dream.
Grim
You know what I mean?
says there is no gravity. The Earth sucks.
Yeah, if it didn't, Mexico would fall off and slide right into the Pacific Ocean, never to be seen again until it hit Australia.
Oh, Mary B, look out!
Oh boy, talk about a collide of culture, huh?
Oh, Lord.
The
That would,
Australians, yeah, everybody's the same, but they're like a different version of the other guy. Like all the Queensland, England, the United States, Canada, Australia, blah blah blah, right? And each group is different from the other groups, but they're the very same thing. But they don't know that. They think because they're looking out at the others that they're different, but they're not.
they're the same thing, only different. So they're
No,
the
they're not-
different thing,
no.
only the same.
Yeah, they're called different things, but it's all the same rubbish.
Ah.
Yeah, Trudeau. Frumpy was all pissed off about this. Trudeau gave up Canada as the first country on the planet that is going to give into the globalization thing, and they're going to be the poster child of globalization, and it's really bad for the people that live there. But on the intellectual world and in the written and the verbal world, it's a big deal. But in physical reality, it's would you people just shut the fuck up and stop talking?
Ah.
We didn't
I,
allow them to communicate with each other. They couldn't hire idiots to do the shit to us that gets done.
well, see, and there's that whole freedom of speech shit. Damn it.
Freedom of speech. Well, what does speech have to do with hiring a murderer?
Well, you allowed them to communicate, and therefore.
Freedom of communication. Interesting. Well, see what I mean? It's such a convoluted 50,000 ways to look at it kind of topic in the first place. But it's like, I don't believe that there's anybody spying on me. You know what I mean?
I
don't
feel
hide
really bad for anybody that was spying on me. It's like, really? Seriously? You ain't got nothing else to do? Who'd you piss off that you got that job?
Oh, Mary. Wow, you sound like my little brother does that. He's I don't know. He's just not a vain guy. You know?
Well,
Like yourself. I don't know. You're just not all about yourself and oh how wonderful am I. But you're not as bad as you make it sound. My God. If you were a salesman, I would have hung up on you a while ago. Wow. You need to learn the tools of your trade, little missy, because no.
yeah, but
See, you're
I
not
just-
selling anything, right? Exactly.
No, I'm not. I'm not selling anything. It's like, dude, seriously? Do you see how
Yeah.
boring my life is? I have a cat on my lap
Uh-uh.
right now, and you have to spy on. You have to watch this shit. All right, good for
Well,
you. Yeah.
I remember when I was young and I enjoyed the city life and the partying and the clubs and all that horse shit because I did it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And at the time I was doing it, I don't think I was aware of wanting to do anything else. It was satisfactory at the time.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, as I've aged, I've gone through different interests. I went through my art interest, and now I'm in my Danish interest, and so on and so forth.
Ah. So you
Well,
like pastry?
No, I like Denmark, and it's not the country; it's the place where I live. I don't know anything about outside of Copenhagen. Well, see, I like Copenhagen too. Let's just put it like this: everywhere I've been in this country so far, I've liked it, and I'm very fussy because I traveled a lot in my day. I
Yeah.
saw a lot, so I feel I make my opinion based on experience, not I read it in a book.
Ah. Yeah.
Well, but I haven't seen enough of the country to make a judgment on the entire country. But that's what we do because, I live in a little part of this place. And for all I know, maybe this is so unique. I don't even know it's unique because I live in it.
Yeah.
And the rest of the people are going, oh, fucking Yankees, Americans, blah, blah, blah. Here, they're very nice to everybody. Everybody gets treated the same here. I don't see special privilege or treatment. They're one-size-fits-all society.
Well, those special treatment privileged people are the ones that just basically the way I see special treatment privileged people is they want to get the bigger half. And I
Yeah,
keep trying to
yeah,
tell them, honey, half is half.
Yeah.
There ain't no such critter as a bigger half.
No, I know and you know, but fuck, that's what I mean. It's all how you look at the shit you see.
Yeah.
And I think I've just maybe gotten to a point in life too where I'm willing to negotiate in ways that when I was young, that wasn't going to happen. Oh no.
Yeah.
Now that I'm old, I go, fuck it. Might not wake up tomorrow. Let's do that.
Ah, there you go. Did you
Well,
see
I'm
that
not like
that Trust No One
Deathbed.
said that gravity is an illusion like time, and then he posted a link to a blog?
Gravity doesn't exist. Well, I don't know. Let's not get all, educated and start assuming that I'm telling you I know shit. I'm telling you the opposite. I've been told things by other people in my life. I've read a few things, and I've come to decisions based on that input. but the way that I interpret it is not the way you interpret it. It's your own.
That's
your very
true.
own.
That's true.
Well-
And I don't know if gravity necessarily exists or not, but I do know that when I trip, I fall down. And I'm still trying to figure out how I can fall up when I trip.
If it could be done, Mary, you'll probably figure it out.
I probably will.
Yeah, well, don't forget to hit record on the video when you. Yeah. You'll have a flash moment and forget to hit record like I do.
Hey, Cowboy Tech said a
Whoa.
Danish with your coffee. See, did Circle bring you your coffee yet?
Absolutely. No, she's in there cooking. I think I didn't get no coffee tonight.
Oh man.
But you never know. See, that's the kind of arrangement we got, though. If you get demanding, then you get told no.
That's true.
It's like an unspoken kind of thing,
Yeah.
I think. But nah, she never tells me, do this or I'll knock you in the head or anything. No, hell no. She's almost too nice about it. It makes me suspicious when she starts asking. It's that American thing. You know what I mean, woman?
Yep.
When a girl starts talking to you and the first thing out of her mouth is, will you do me a favor? If a blowjob and a ham sandwich ain't sitting on the table, don't do it.
How do you? No, I don't want to know.
That's all
I
right.
don't want to know.
You'll figure that part out when you get there. It's kind of self-explanatory. Most people don't eat a ham sandwich standing up. And even if they do, that works too. It's a winner chicken dinner. Everybody's a happy guy.
Just don't choke.
Well, depends on your partner, I suppose. It's not a one-size-fits-all world, little missy. There's a reason things aren't all the same.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Yeah, but, well.
Puzzle pieces fit together a certain way. Yep.
But how did we get on this, you dirty girl?
You started it.
I was overdue for a sex joke. I haven't told one in 25 or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I start shaking. I say, hey, I need to say something filthy for no fucking reason here. Yeah, it's the truest form of freedom in the whole world is just spewing your dumbass shit all over the wall and watching people go, damn, that looked horrible.
And then
Or
someone
sure
walks
that-
in and goes, wow, the depth of that abstract art. I really,
but
can I
it
buy
is.
your wall?
Well, you could have, but we forgot to copyright the goddamn thing again. Yeah, the public domain. My arch enemy, public domain. So you want anyway? Promises being what promises are in life, right?
Uh-huh.
I became rich. You know.
That's because you're a
Yeah.
Jewy bastard.
Well, when I was part of this, I figured it all out. I was part of the 0.02146 percentile, right? That means that somewhere I own a bank.
Wow.
I'm sure of it. Well, the way these people complain about the Jews on social media,
Uh-huh.
wow, like a bunch of bitchy little slaves that need a day off, you know? So I figured I'm going to capitalize on my newfound ownership.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't you? I mean, what if somebody woke you up and said, hey, you know, you own 7 billion people? You go, what? Oh, yeah, they're your debt slaves. Well, how do I collect? So as soon as I figure out how to get a check out of Israel, you guys will just keep working. You don't care. It won't change nothing. What?
I'm trying to see how I can work it.
Well, and what would the difference be anyway? If that was the case, then I'd have to go get into the system to claim my reward, so to speak.
Is it worth it?
Oh, absolutely not. But I mean, the price of freedom, so to speak, is playing this game that we're all in. And what level of the game do you want to play at? You know? How much power do you want to give the opposition?
I like being at the beginner's level. Because
Okay,
no
well,
matter
yeah.
what, no matter
Yeah.
what goes on, you're already
Mhm.
down there. You don't have that far to fall. Number one, and number two, you
Yeah.
can get the joy of the moron that stomped on the back of your head a couple weeks ago. You get to watch them fall and go splat.
Isn't that irony? Is that no? Because you got to sleep or eat or, some other action comes and interrupts what you're doing sooner or later.
Yeah,
You can't stay. You like if you're gonna fight, you got to fight all the time or not fight at all. You know how exhausting fighting all the time is.
yeah,
It takes a toll on a human being.
yes, it does.
Because it keeps you in that narrow fear, wavelength, and you can't learn or do anything positive as long as you're pissed off. Like if I'm pissed off at Hands for real, outside of it just being some joke on the internet to amuse my sick side with,
Uh huh.
I believe I would physically pay for it. It would hurt to be
Oh
in
yeah.
that wavelength.
Oh yeah.
So, anything I said, poor guy. I mean, I feel kind of bad for him. I hope he grows up someday. But on the other hand, the more shit he says, the funnier my life is. But
Yeah.
I've even had him. He was on here one day. He goes, "Well, I'll call this off." And what? You're not any kind of threat. Your words on a screen I cannot look at. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, Fox News doesn't do it.
Oh man, Fox News. Yeah. My
And I get a
cousin.
lot more out of UCY than the guys that have been kicked off it and come over and bitch about it at the RLM. I think UCY is pretty cool. I like it. I don't know about the chat. I don't need to chat. I got a wife. What do I need to go to a chat room for? Circle, come talk to me.
Yeah.
There's my chat.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, and I do like to listen to their shows. I haven't been to the chat in a while. So.
Oh, you bad girl. What have you been doing? Making ham sandwiches? Oh, never mind.
Well, actually, at work, I haven't been listening to much of anything because I have no sound card on my computer.
Why not?
Because it went out. I have a.
You won't
It's the
place
oldest computer at our location. Actually, it's probably. It may be the second oldest one in the whole mess.
Yeah.
But
Hey, you know
yeah,
what?
components are starting to die, and I'm waiting for them to approve to get me another computer. So.
Oh yeah, because it's work related. Why would you
Yeah.
pay for it?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I finally figured it out. But I was thinking about this instead.
What's that?
Over a month ago, some guy was blamed for opening fire on thousands of people with automatic weapons and da 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 da. And for a fucking month, I saw links of everything except for a body. I saw the helicopter shooting. I saw the building shooting. I saw God shooting. But what I didn't see is one fucking victim. So I'm not convinced that this ever happened the way that we've been told it happened. This just stinks of,
Oh yeah.
bullshit. Just beyond. Well, now this press thing that runs us is so powerful now. It knows it just says something, and enough people are gonna believe it, whether it's true or not doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
And I harp about why on this Dork Table every damn time I get a chance, Miss Mary. You know why? You know
Why?
why they do that?
Why?
To control us, so that we will be at each other's throat and mad at each other and love them.
Why don't they just open a can of tuna? That way they wouldn't have to herd cats. They're
It's
trying
not
to
really-
control us. It really, no, really. I
They
mean,
are-
trying.
They
yeah.
are controlling.
Well,
No,
they're
they're
controlling a
trying to
lot
do
of people,
everything.
but you always got those strays that run off and they hang out and they yowl and
All
people
right,
throw
but
shoes
take-
at them and.
Okay, but take my case for example, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm married to a Danish woman, but I don't, participate in the Danish politics and such.
Uh-huh.
That's their business. I don't want to change them, and I don't want to get involved in their social business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guest in their home. Well, I think if people learned how to behave that way more often, life would be easier for all of us.
Oh, but see, there you go. You know, people just minding their own business and doing their own thing and not fucking with anybody else. Where's the fun in that? Damn it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not fun. Maybe that's the whole point is we've been sold fun is this and sold fun is that. And if you don't get that, you're missing something. When no, that's a horseshit. That you're where you are, period. And anything outside of you is all in your mind. All of it. You physically see it, you can touch it and all that, but it's still, there's layers of this shit that I can't explain. I understand them in my mind, but I don't know how to explain it to another person. That it's both real and not real simultaneously. Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
It was more honest than I'm building a fucking wall.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Where's that wall? Oh,
Never
people.
going to see a fucking wall. You know how long it would take an American company business to build an 1,800-mile long wall? What, 40 years?
Well, by the time they got done with the wall, which, yeah, not saying they would get done with it, but by the time they
40
even
years.
got halfway through, people would have
Yeah.
forgotten what the hell they're putting it up for. They'd just be going, what are you doing that for?
That was pretty clever. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, you're right. There would be, see, percentages of the population behave in predictable fashions that are calculable. And the people that run the shit know what to tell us. So we'll behave and go in this direction. And then they're going, now we want them to go to the right. Let's do this. And we want them to go here. Let's do that. The less you know. Yeah, so I've gotten to the point where the less that I know about what the fuck is going on there, the better I feel.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to feel bad in my garden when I'm looking at the thing and the this and the that and not thinking about, a bunch of people got massacred by a gun nut. Well, why do they want me to even think about that in the first place?
Because they want to trigger the fear response.
Exactly. So, where do you draw the line between information and fear-mongering? All right, you told me. All right, maybe at the first 3 or 4 days of links and, look at what happened this time and all that horse shit, it didn't stop. It doubled, and then by Sunday, then it had backed off a little bit, but it picked up a second wind.
Yeah.
And Vegas Gate was in everything again and taking us over.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, what a way to live. So from the beginning I went, even if it was fucking real, at this point in my life, I don't give a shit. Which is what I'm supposed to do. Or be in fear of it. See my quandary here?
Mm-hmm.
My dilemma, my paradox.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how long I studied to remember those 3 words in a row?
Wow.
Yeah, a poser, a query. Hey, wait, fuck the query. Leave that guy. Fuck that. I didn't mean that one.
He's just posing at being
shit.
query.
This is on recording stuff. Oh no. Oh well. I'll have to be explaining all kinds of crap to Cirque for a while, but it's all right. What are you talking about, you maniac?
Yeah, well, when you were talking about posing being queer, I've come over here to Minds and queer E.
Poser.
You were
Poser.
Yeah, but
Question.
that to me that means you're posing to be queer. So okay,
You're such a
poser.
dirty girl.
You're posing.
Now I remember why I decided to do the show with you. Yeah.
In any case, what I'm seeing here, and I really shouldn't be looking because you're making me look longer. It's something about prostate cancer, which you men need to pay attention because it says masturbating more than 21 times a month can actually decrease your chance for prostate cancer. So,
what does it say about baking soda in that link?
It doesn't say anything about baking soda. It just says you need to play with yourself 21 times a month. So you don't...
I don't want to be a judge. Thank you. That was a judge joke. You know, I could sit in a
Ah.
big black robe, yanking in my magic wand, sentencing inferior human life forms to 20 years in the penitentiary. I
20
wonder if I
years,
could
huh?
actually. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'd be a cruel and harsh judge if I was in that position. Keeping the streets safe. Keeping all those muggers and killers and. Wait a minute. Then I have to get rid of all the cops. Hold on a minute. There's a flaw in my plan. Get back to me on this one. I need to rethink it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm under the complete decision that the thugs and the bad guys are the ones that wear badges and carry firearm. You know?
Oh,
They're not your friends.
no.
They're not there to help you. It's documented. It's bullshit up your fucking nose. They're snowing you. And what you need to do is tell them to go away. Go away, oh, now, oh.
Go away,
Or
way, oh,
how-
now, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Bye-bye. But see, they've got enough of the population in fear of the other population to justify these bandits that really fuck them over.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the sickest game you can imagine. I see it this way. I think Grimner and Rob Works wouldn't fall far from that one on an explanation, if you know, of the po-po.
hey. No, they probably, yeah.
They're not there for us. Well, who are they for?
Job
What purpose
security.
Okay, what purpose do they serve?
Job security.
For who?
For themselves. And those they
Then
work
why
for.
kill then why are they murdering people?
Job security. It gives them
that-
something to do. They have to investigate, and they
That's
have to.
counterproductive. Okay, see, my mind goes the other direction. All right. I don't. I can't justify when something happens. Then you're going to spend a whole lot of resources figuring out how what happened. Never. It's never anything that's going to bring you in an answer that you can actually use.
Well, and that's the purpose behind it. That's the purpose behind a lot of this runaround rigmarole that's going on.
Oh, I like that Oswald thing. That was a good story.
Yeah.
Didn't ever make any sense, but I mean, even as a kid, you kind of go, wait a minute. How come his head flew back if the guy shot him from behind? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
But as children, we were told, oh, we don't talk about those things. Next
Yeah.
case.
They are experts. They know what they're talking about.
But
Yeah.
we're still victims of the same. That was what I was making fun of taking a shit in space about. We're still victims of these educated fucking people that never know anything. They're always wrong.
Yeah, well, I still like my butt flap idea.
That sounded kind of kinky, though.
Well, you want to
Or
know
maybe that
something
was
even
just
weirder,
me.
though?
Weirder than a butt flap? I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything in the world weirder than a butt flap, Miss Mary.
There
That's about
is.
as far as you can go.
There's
Okay.
over 20,000 people that have purchased alien abduction insurance.
Be financially compensated after your first probe. I mean, what? What do you got to bring back as proof of your probing?
I don't know,
well-
but man, that's just funny.
Damn, insurance. I
Mhm.
never would have. And I'm a Jew, and I would never even go that low. That's pretty low. Wow.
It's ingenious, I tell ya.
And they call themselves society. What a bunch of nimrods. Fucking idiots. They couldn't make a pizza together, these dumbasses in power. They're an embarrassment is what they are.
Well, yeah. But
Gotta
until
paint 'em.
people start recognizing just exactly what an embarrassment is, of course, they're not going to do that because then they look in the mirror and they will see one too. It's like,
We're-
oh,
Aren't we sitting high upon the mountaintop today, Miss Mary?
well, I look in the
Are
mirror
you-
and I go, whoa, shit.
Oh, that? Okay, I thought you were being pompous. I got you
No.
confused with Hansel. Never
No.
mind. I should pay attention to who I'm listening to. Wow. Well, some people are all about themselves in an intellectual kind of way, Miss Mary, where they believe that the things that they write down on the screen of your computer should be all capturing and exciting to you. And if they're not, you're a fucking idiot and need an education.
But it's not written in stone. It's just on a screen. And if I don't want to see it, all I have to do is I have this little scrolly thing on my mouse, and I can scroll right past it.
So if it was written in stone, I'd never see anything other than a picture of it. So what difference does that make?
Well, then they could honestly say it was written in stone. Hey, I just had an epiphany. That's the deal with the Bible,
Epiphany.
because the 10 Commandments were written in stone. I just had there. See, now I know.
Yeah, who wrote them?
I don't know. Somebody from a burning bush.
See what a great scam that whole fucking thing is? You can't prove it, and you can't not prove it, but you can believe it. And if you choose to believe it, and believe me, it's a choice that you make. You will learn these things, grasshopper, as you develop. That will change everything for you. But it's an explanation, and some people need that to survive. They can't live in the chaos of what if. Oh, that's too much for their little pea brains to deal with. They need structure and rules, and this is what happened, and this is how it happened. And I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't care anymore if we came from Adam or if we came from apes. Doesn't mean anything. The knowledge is useless. So I don't care.
See how you are.
See, it makes it difficult to trap me in it because I don't give a fuck one way or the other. Have it your way. If you think we're descended from apes and that makes your dick hard, I'm all for you. That's freedom of speech, right?
I don't have one of those things.
Oh, did somebody sit on your freedom of speech and break it?
I think so.
Oh, no, that's no good. Hey, somebody sat on Mary's freedom of speech again. Car parts. Service department. Mary's freedom of speech is being sat on again. Car parts.
Car parts.
You need a new cushion for that or something.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if maybe I needed a jack or something.
No, not the old help jack off the horse thing again.
Maybe I just need a piston.
Not a piston. Okay.
Oh, the shock absorbed it. God.
Hey, when you have to install shock absorbers on your bed, then you know you're living life the way life was meant to be lived. Yep.
Wow.
I'm setting this the level for future generations after me. I don't want them to be bored. No.
Yeah, you set the bar pretty high, didn't you?
We want to give the dorks of tomorrow something to look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I give them advice like put fucking car shock absorbers on your bed and make it worth doing.
Yeah. Because we've already discovered everything there is to know. So kids, here, now you got to this is what you need to achieve your mark in the world.
Well, we've got them all sterilized, stupid, and dependent, so it doesn't look good.
Obviously, they're not going to be needing shock absorbers.
You know what they're good at, though? They're all connected to the interwebs.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. What would they do without it?
Oh, it really is kind of funny. My granddaughter got grounded from her phone because, well, she was taking it in the bathroom and texting and messaging and Instagramming and all this fun stuff. And yeah, she was in there for about an hour, and Mom knew that she wasn't that constipated. So, so she got grounded. Yeah, and you know what she actually wound up doing for that whole week that she was grounded from her cell phone, so she couldn't do that stuff? She read
Learning how to
books.
read Hebrew. Oh,
She
I was
well,
close.
she read books.
Ah,
She played
clever.
soccer. Um,
Oh,
she helped mom cook.
mhm.
Stuff like that. She
Amazing.
heaven forbid she did things.
Well, you know what? You're when it's you and you're a little young, you don't really get it the way it's when it's happening. It's different than when you look back at it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, well, I mean, where do you go in life where you lose your ability to appreciate change and something different and something new? Where that's the enemy instead of, hey, wonder what's over that hill. Has that been taken from us? I mean, I used mine to an extreme, and I just don't think other folks are as adventurous as I was when I was their age.
Well, I did some adventuring. I don't know. I don't know what makes that adventure
Yeah.
go away,
And what
but
do you?
I do know
Okay.
that I got mine back when I had grandkids. The first grandchild
See,
showed
yeah,
up, and I
yeah.
got mine back.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah, because now you do all this weekend traveling and stuff.
Well, and it's
Dude.
not just that. You
No.
talk to the grandkids and you pay attention to them and what they're saying and how they're seeing things, and wow, it makes you go, holy shit, because they have a
Oh.
fresh perspective. Especially when they're
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4 years old, they have a very fresh perspective on
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of things.
Before the school gets a hold of them and convinces them there's global warming and stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
Global fucking warming. Come on. Hey, let's skin these fuckers for every penny they can possibly earn.
yeah, because Mother Nature, even though Mother Nature isn't real because science, but Mother Nature's having hot flashes, and
Well,
it's your
I
fault.
I think the obvious point to be made though about all that is it's all based on commerce. So where does the concern for us come in at any level? It's all bullshit stories. Just
Well,
like
yeah.
I started talking about at the beginning of the show about your freaking rights. They're all made up crap that never help you in any situation that hasn't got commerce attached to it. Therefore, imaginary. End of story. I've spoken.
Well, I mean, it starts right off. All men are created equal, except,
Yeah.
now it doesn't say except, but, the actual application of that was a great big except.
Except, yeah, well,
Yeah,
there you go. Well, all right. It's like agreeing with a fact. All it does is shows to other people that you know.
yeah,
Well, I'm to the point now where agreeing with what people call facts is making me feel like a dumbass. I don't want to agree with that shit. It's all nonsense to me, but it's real to them.
yeah.
So I guess I just got to get out of the conversation. Just leave it alone. Because I'm never going to make it go the way I want it to go. It's a conversation. It's going to go where it goes.
Yeah, that's kind of, especially if, like if it's a true conversation and there's more than one person involved, then you have to deal with, someone else conversing as well. And, well, that rarely lets things go the way it was
Well,
originally started.
and just like this show, it's fluid. And some shows are weird, and some shows aren't, and some shows are funny, and some shows are this, and the other. We just go where we go.
Uh-huh.
Next week, folks and folkettes that do hang in here with us, is Cirque's birthday, so I'm going to take the Dork Table off for that day.
Yay! And I
But
was planning on going to see my youngest daughter, but yeah, she
maybe
is
you
having
could do a
staffing issues, and so I may just go and see my mom. I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
Well, if you stay home and feel lonely, you could always do a Dork Table without me. That
Um,
might be fun. You could do it with the RLM chatters.
Ooh, that
Have
could be
Moose
interesting.
replace me. Yeah, have Moose replace me next week as the co-host, Edge, and do a show with her. That would be epic.
That would be
Hey,
interesting.
Moose.
I don't know
want
if
you to
Moose is
fill in
listening.
for me next week. Well, she'll come on.
Oh,
Grimner's
that's
here.
right.
please. There's Rob Works, Grimner, Fluke, number one, my brother. I'm pretty sure somebody will mention it to her that I said, "Hey, Moose, would you like to do a dork table with Mary?" That was the long version. That'll be
Ah,
out of my next album.
there you go.
Sing along with Flash. Just don't do it out loud. He gets pissed off.
Yeah, because this whole musical conversing thing. Yeah. And you're playing with your mouth harp. I see how you are.
Hey,
Hey.
we're coming up to Eeyore suit weather.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
It's already 0 down there in Kansas, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know what? They have some new zoot suits too. So I may have something besides Eeyore as well. So
You are going to entertain the troops, yes?
yes.
Oh.
Oh.
I still get a kick out of doing this crazy shit with you, but we never did come to a solid foundation on my theory on rights, and which I didn't steal it, but I agree with it. It wasn't my idea. Somebody else pointed me in that one, and I went, "Hey, that's true."
Well, how do
can
you
you
have a
argue?
solid foundation on something that doesn't exist? You can't have a solid foundation on it.
It's all in my mind. I can
Well-
have whatever I want. That is
Oh,
basically
okay.
the point. I don't know how to explain it. That's my dilemma here, Miss Murray.
Ah.
Well, it's so damn complicated to be simple. Being simple is fuck. People don't understand it. They don't know what you're talking about. You got to be complicated to explain it to them in a complicated way, so they'll be interested enough to fucking go, "Oh, nothing's that simple."
I know
Yes,
how
it
you can.
is.
I know how you can get it across to people. You just tell them that if you truly do have all of these rights, then you
Yeah.
just hop in a car and get on a NASCAR track and just keep making right turns, Clyde, because you're gonna have a head-on collision with somebody, because they're just a bunch of left turns. So
Left turns in NASCAR.
yes,
Okay, I
So-
don't get it, but there's things in life that are more confusing than even that.
and you know what? We're out of time, so we probably ought to get our
Absolutely.
asses out of here. And I think Vinny is coming back this afternoon.
Hey,
He said
Vinny.
something about trying to broadcast this afternoon.
Yo ho, yo ho. Yeah,
And
he's doing a Bundy trial for all those Bundy people.
oh, okay. And then tomorrow is Grimner at noon
Grimner!
Eastern time with the Blues. Tomorrow afternoon, right after Grimmy, is Hal Anthony, who's going to open up a can of whoop ass on a whole bunch of people. And
Gonna
then
whoop your ass.
yeah, and then tomorrow